Hey guys, what's up? It's Solo, and today we are back here on Destiny. Now, guys, I know I did take a few days break from posting YouTube videos. And that's because, well, I don't know. I've been taking a break from Destiny in general, especially these last few days because it's kind of, I'll be real with you, it's kind of stale right now. And the reason for that is because since the content goes up weekly, it's not really much to dive into except for, of course, doing your weekly challenges every week. And so, right now, since I've hit, the pinnacle cap, which is, of course, 1580, and it's not going to show that, like, accurately until I put, like, all my actual, like, good stuff on. But, like, since I've hit 1580, I have been kind of just here. I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky since my buddy actually got me into No Man's Sky. But yeah, I've been taking a break. I will be back tomorrow to do the course weekly reset update, which is just going to be the last part of the storyline for at least this part of the season. And of course, after that, we go into Festival of the Lost, which again is probably going to be a pretty good event. I'm going to try to see what else I can do as far as video wise, because as it stands right now, there's not really much going on. I know a lot of people who talk about like different lore and stuff like that are going back and talking about like different things we may have missed and things along those lines. But right now, I want to see what people's predictions are. Currently, right now, my prediction is that Mithrax is going to, well, not make it out of this next week. And like I've told my buddy who also plays Destiny, I think Mithrax is going to try to give Aramis like mercy, and she's gonna, or yeah, she's gonna kill him for it. Now, mind you, I might be wrong and nobody's gonna die, but who knows? Bungie is definitely at the point where they're not above killing someone in the storyline. I mean, we thought they were back when Forsaken came out, and then they killed off one of the more beloved main characters, but everybody still agrees that it kind of needed to happen, especially with where Destiny was. But yeah, also, I believe we should have the last relic next week as well. We do know Ido is going off on her own, so we're definitely going to end up catching up to Ido. And it already got, shown out that it was going to be champions next week. So we're going to have to defeat champions in Ketchcrash and expeditions to get our progress up for the mission tomorrow. As far as me, I haven't really been doing much. I think the last thing I did was I finally completed my first Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty in Destiny 2's Lifespan. But mind you, this is the first time in a bunch of seasons that I've actually played enough to do a Grandmaster. So yeah, if you guys look in my inventory, I have 2 DFAs. They're not all too bad. I think I got a pretty good PvE roll for them, but as far as like PvP rolls, I didn't really get anything good. But no, I definitely think Mithrax, if they're gonna kill someone, Mithrax would probably be the obvious like choice that would make a good point for like Ido and those guys, just because I feel like if they're gonna make someone of the light, might as well be either Mithrax or Ido, but I don't think they'll kill Ido off so soon with her just being, fully introduced into this season. So I definitely feel like Mithrax could be the first Eliksni Lightbearer, which could potentially point to Eliksni being a playable race later on. And I've actually talked about this in another theory, which was the Destiny 3.0 theory, which is where I talk about Bungie coming out and re-releasing the game, but this time with the Light and Darkness saga intact. Mind you, I don't think they'll ever go and bring back like some of the Destiny 1 story stuff, because like, yeah, we have stuff like King's Fall and Vogue in the game and the Cosmodrome, but I don't think we'll ever get back like the Plague Lands or the full Dreadnought, unless, you know, Bungie go absolutely insane and just rework everything and bring it all back to the game. But again, I feel like we'll be able to play the full entirety of the Light and Darkness saga in Destiny 2, you know, from the start of Destiny 2 to, well, the final shape. But after the final shape, I feel like we're gonna be able to have different races of light bearers, because everybody has a strange feeling that your destiny lies beyond this solar system is true. So after the final shape, we're probably not gonna be in this system anymore. And as far as who comes with us, I don't know. Some people do theorize that it's just going to be the Guardian, which I've seen this happen in many different games before, although most of the time it's the main protagonist choice. Like, for example, this is kind of a spoiler alert for Outriders World Slayer. So in Outriders World Slayer, I'll give you a few seconds before I do it, actually. Okay, so in Outriders World Slayer, at the end of World Slayer, you get to see the image that the chick with all the like visions sees, right? And it's of this like nice, beautiful place, and of course you finally get that place after defeating the main boss of World Slayer. But at the end of the day, you get intrigued by the same, I guess, anomalous object that the last like big commander of this alien race got enthralled over. So you end up leaving, and as you leave, the person who put up this like protective force field is like, you know, if you leave, you can't come back. And you said, yep, I know. And then you walk out of the portal, or walk out of the force field. And then, you know, people get mad at you, stuff like that. But yeah. But that's an intentional, like, leave of absence, you know, in the main story. In Destiny, I don't think it will be our choice. Or if it is, I think it will either be like a higher power than, you know, the darkness and the darkness and the light is gonna say, hey, listen, you have a choice. Either you stay in this system or you go to a new one. And we'll choose to go to a new one. Because you gotta remember, we're basically, although I don't think it's fair to assume that this is gonna be, you know, our Infinity War when it comes to Lightfall, which it kind of will be, but again, I don't like to compare things to the MCU, mostly because then everybody gets too high of expectations and they'll think it's, you know, not good enough if it doesn't come out MCU-ish. But we are basically in our Infinity War stage where, you know, the main people are coming to invade the place. Which, in this case, in Lightfall, is Calus and the Witness. But the final shape is our end game, right? In that analogy. And as everybody knows with the MCU, after Endgame, the entirety of the MCU shifted. And now we have stuff like Moon Knight, She-Hulk. Mind you, I haven't caught up with any of these shows. We had Loki because of something that happened in Infinity War. Or not Infinity War, in Endgame. And it's just nuts. So I think our Endgame is definitely going to be, oh hey, you're gonna fight the Witness for the final time. And then eventually it's gonna lead to this big collision and everything is going to collide. People are probably gonna die. There's probably gonna be a few main characters that die along the line. My prediction for that is going to be Zavala or Ikora. And then probably, I don't want to say Drifter's gonna die, because then I gotta be sad, because Drifter, or Jermaine is gonna die. I feel like Drifter might die, but who knows? He still has an army of Taken behind him because of Gambit. You guys have never seen the lore about Gambit. That's one of the interesting parts, is that he takes, you know, the Taken that's deposited in Gambit and he can use it, so it's also the funniest thing to see. But I definitely think one of the three, I guess, Vanguard, and I'm putting Vanguard in quotes here because technically Crow is not the Hunter Vanguard, but he acts like he is, especially after Season of the Haunted. But I definitely think Zavala and Ikora are probably the more primary targets. Just due to the fact it'd be a little bit more impactful. Because I don't think they'll kill Saint 14 again. I don't think, even though Osiris is, yes, in kind of a vegetable coma state at this point, we already know that he wakes up. And before you go, oh, that's spoilers. Well, if you guys have seen any of the promotional art for Lightfall, it's not really that much of a spoiler. He's literally on the cover for Lightfall. Like, and people are theorizing he'll be either this season or next season he'll wake up, so yeah. But I don't think they'll kill off Osiris just because it was already, you know, kind of weird for Osiris to not have the light after season of the hunt. So I don't think they'd kill him or Saint 14 just because those two have technically been either close to or have died already, which more than likely I'm talking about Saint 14 in that regard because Saint 14 has technically died canonically once. Which is where we save him from in Season of the Dawn, or Season of Dawn. And by the way, that's still one of my favorite seasons. Season of Dawn was great. But yeah, the big thing about it is that I definitely feel like it's gonna be probably, if I had to take a guess, Zavala is gonna be the one who dies. And that may just be me. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's me being bloodthirsty about people dying. But yeah, but definitely I think the end game more than likely is going to take us to a different solar system. Because like, the big thing about it is the reason why this solar system's always in distress is because of the Witness, right? So if you take out the Witness, what else do you have left? Right? Like, yeah, sure, there's mysteries and stuff like that to, you know, that have yet to be seen. But the only thing you'd really have left in this solar system, especially as like cosmic enemies, is of course the Witness. Because he's the only one, I guess he's the only cosmic entity that we've seen show themselves, at least, when it comes to, you know, being a threat to everything, right? So as far as it goes, after the final shape, we basically don't have a lot more to do in this system. Like, yeah, there is a lot of lore in the system, but also there is a lot of stuff that has already happened. We've seen a collapse, we've seen a golden age, we've seen, you know, different species not only have the Traveler, but also get rejected by the Traveler. I mean, look at the Eliksni and the Whirlwind, and then now where the Eliksni are House Light, where people are theorizing there's going to be a Eliksni Lightbearer. And then look at the Cabal, you know, Dominus Gaul tried to steal the light and got, well, kind of blown up for it. But yeah, so I definitely think we're heading for a, I guess, reset of sorts. Not like a hard reset, but like a new frontier for us to explore. And I feel like we're definitely going to start feeling everything coming. Like, we've seen a lot of stuff coming down, especially with last season with Calus, you know, finally joining the ranks of the Witness after being in the Leviathan for like so long. And if you guys know what I mean, like, if Lightfall ends with us killing Calus, I'm gonna be so thankful, because I've been wanting to kill Calus since Destiny 2 launched with the Leviathan, and then when you find out he's a robot, you're just like, oh, come on, you know? But yeah, I definitely think this season's gonna be a bigger catalyst than we think it's going to be. Even though technically we're only halfway done, there's probably gonna be more before the end of the season. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave the video here. If you guys did enjoy. Sorry, I had to sneeze. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button. Comment down below, what do you guys think is going to happen at the end of the Light and Darkness saga? Like I said, I feel like we're going to get teleported to a new world, or like a new universe to explore with new, like, aliens, because our mission here will be done. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a Destiny video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.